All right, so I've got to figure out the math to fill in these cheap. Here's a little diagram. So first I start by laying out the bottom plate and the top plate. We have a 10-12 with a 3.5-12 dormer. So to get that 10-12, we have 16 on center, so you come from the outside of the building. 15.25 to your first mark, and then 16 from there. Same thing for the top, 3.5-12. Come from the outside corner, 15.25, that's going to be the short point, and then 16 on center from there. So because of the situation I'm dealing with, it's too abstract to figure out the first stud. And because of real world conditions, I'm just going to measure in the first common. Again, I'll have that plate laid out and that plate laid out. But now I want to find the common difference from the first common to each consecutive common. So the way I do that is I solve each run. I solve the rise for each run at 16 inches. So 3.5 pitch at 16-inch run is a 4 11/16 rise. And I store that in my calculator because it's probably not a real number. 10-inch pitch, 16-inch run, 3 5/16 is the rise. Store that in my calculator. Drew myself a little visual aid. So if we run over 16 inches on the 10 pitch, we're going over that way, and we're coming up the 13 5/16. So we're subtracting 13 5/16. Conversely, on the 3.5, when we run over 16 inches, we rise up 4 11/16. So it's as simple as taking plus 4 11 minus 13 5/16. So that gives me a net of 8 11/16. So that means that each consecutive stud is 8 11/16 shorter than the previous one. So I actually changed that into decimal form so that when I give it to my guys, they can punch in the most accurate number possible. So they're going to take out, once they measure in that first stud, they're simply going to take out 8.667 inches for each consecutive stud. Measure the first common in, which is easy because I have layout on the plates again, right there. Measure the first one, and then just subtract 8.667 from each consecutive one. And it's fast and easy.